Last night, the Rays used another dominant start from lefty David Price. And clutch hitting from Sean Rodriguez, getting back on the winning track. Today, right-hander Wade Davis goes to the hill in the 2010 Interleague finale on Sun Sports. Fans are gathering at Tropicana Field on this Sunday afternoon. It is the final game of the homestand, and for the Rays, the wrap-up game of this series, the Tampa Bay Rays playing host to the Arizona Diamondbacks. Hi again, everyone. Welcome to an afternoon of Rays baseball with Kevin Kennedy. I'm Dwayne Stats. Great to have you aboard. Todd Callis with us throughout the afternoon as well. Kevin, the Rays wrapping up interleague play here. They're trying to finish off with a victory. And as we take a look at the standings, leaving this homestand with a win would bode well because come Tuesday, they're taking on the Boston Red Sox.
Yeah, absolutely right. And, you know, Boston's got a couple of key injuries right now. Dustin Pedroia's out with a broken foot. But you got to take care of business right here against the D-backs. But they do sit 2 games out. And as tough as this stretch has been, that's actually good news in my mind.
Rays 2 games back of the New York Yankees. They have percentage point advantage over the Boston Red Sox. And first things first, Wade Davis trying to get back on track as he goes to the hill against the Diamondbacks today.
Yeah, it's a tale of 2 seasons for Wade Davis. I mean, he really started out pretty well. You thought, wow, you know, after seeing 6 starts last year, he continued. Didn't have a great spring, but his starts this year at the beginning were pretty good. 3.35 earned run average and 8 starts overall. He had a pretty good start against the New York Yankees. And all of a sudden, the month of June hit, and in his last 6 starts overall, you look at the numbers there, 1-5 with a 7+ earned run average. And part of it is what Brian Anderson just talked about in the pregame show. You and I have been talking about that. We talked to Jim Hickey about it. It's mechanical, getting those mechanics, stretching him out a little bit, getting the length of that stride, and getting his alignment going toward home plate and not toward first base.
So it will be Wade Davis with his mark of 5-8, and Rodrigo Lopez 3-6 on the hill for the Diamondbacks. The Rays saw plenty of him when he pitched in the American League with the Baltimore Orioles. Interleague finale coming up. It will be the Rays and the Diamondbacks. Wrap-up game of this homestand. Back in a moment.
The Rays host the Arizona Diamondbacks from Tropicana Field. Tampa Bay looking to win a series against the National League team for the first time since they took 2 out of 3 against Houston to start interleague play. Kids 14 and under, the first 10,000 getting an Evan Longoria bobblehead on this Kids Sunday and Family Fun Day presented by the St. Petersburg Times. We welcome you back just minutes away from baseball as the Arizona Diamondbacks will have Rodrigo Lopez on the mound. And for the Tampa Bay Rays, Wade Davis. Now, Wade has struggled as of late, and part of the problem, Joe Madden thinks, is his mechanics. He's been going side to side a little bit more instead of directional towards home plate. He wants to see that back foot stay on the rubber a little longer. longer instead of spinning off and allowing him to get on his front side by lengthening his stride. So all those change in mechanics, although they sound like a lot, could be accomplished with a small tweak. And we caught up with Wade Davis in our Geico quote of the game and asked him about the changes.
Yeah, you work side to side. It's not good. You want to have everything going towards the plate, and I just kind of fell away from that for a little bit, and now we're back on track. I could feel it the whole time I'm out there. It's just sometimes when you're in the middle of all the stuff that's going on, it's kind of hard to fix it right then and there because you're doing what you're doing. But when you look back and take a deep breath and look at things, it's easy to correct, and we're all athletic enough here to make that adjustment.
We'll see if WD-40 can make those changes and improve with his outing today against Arizona. We are ready for baseball. The Sunday light blues for the Rays. As we get ready to wrap up this series, the kids' players on the field before the game as well. Dwayne Stats and Kevin Kennedy with all the action next in High Def.
Southeast Toyota dealer. You could buy a car that compares itself to a Toyota, or you could just buy a Toyota. Visit your local Toyota dealer today. Toyota, moving forward. By BB&T, best bank in town since 1872. And by AT&T. Find out what's possible with the nation's fastest 3G network. AT&T, rethink possible. Welcome to Tropicana Field. Rays come in 7-10 in interleague play, and they wrap it up today against the Arizona Diamondbacks. And the Arizona starting lineup will have Kelly Johnson leading off. He's playing second base, followed by Stephen Drew, the shortstop, and Justin Upton hitting third and right. Miguel Montero is the catcher. Chris Young in center field, and Adam LaRoche, their first baseman, is the designated hitter. Rusty Ryle will be at first today, with Gerardo Parra in left field and Tony Abreu at third base hitting ninth.
Right-hander Wade Davis on the mound for the Rays today in 14 starts overall. He is 5-8 with a .490 earned run average. Trying to cut those walks down, just about 5 per 9 innings overall, and a .271 opponent's batting average against. Defensively for the Rays this afternoon, it's Matt Joyce in left field once again, B.J. Upton in center, and Ben Zobrist in right. Around the infield left to right, Evan Longoria, Reed Brignac, John Rodriguez, and Carlos Pena, and John Jaso behind the plate. This defensive alignment review is brought to you by Sweet Bay. Live fresh for less.
And today's Rays broadcast on Sun Sports, presented in beautiful HD by H.H. Gregg. Rays and the Diamondbacks have divided the first two games. Arizona winning the first game Friday night on the 1-0 decision, the no-hitter by Edwin Jackson. Rays winners yesterday, 5-3. Wade Davis to the mound here this afternoon, and Johnson steps in for the Diamondbacks. Pitch is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. A fastball to start Kelly Johnson. That's a wave and a miss. It's 1-1. Arizona in at 29-46. And as we saw in the open, the Rays 2 games back in the East, along with the Boston Red Sox. The Rays trailing New York by 2, and they have a percentage point advantage over Boston. Down to first, Pena makes the pickup. Davis the reception, covering the bag, and that takes care of Johnson.
Well, right out of the break here, a better curveball. Just the first curveball way through, but he got good depth on that right over the top and gets a topper to the right side. So that's good news. Good bite on that one, hitting the back door, and good coverage right away. Wade recognizing the balls to the right side, didn't hesitate. Good start.
That'll be Stephen Drew. Drew had the day off in yesterday's game, takes a strike. 1 for 4 here on Friday night. Fastball in on him, he fouls it back. Drew at 270. The longest tenured shortstop with the Diamondbacks. Played over 550 games at shortstop for Arizona. That's Matt Joyce in left, taking care of that fly ball. 2 up and 2 down.
Well, so far so good. Pounding the strike zone. Some good fastballs there. That one was in to J.D. Drew, tied him up.
Well, here's Justin Upton. The Rays, seeing as how they're 7-10 in interleague play, may be happy that it's about to come to a close, but not Justin Upton. He's hitting .453 in 13 interleague games for the Diamondbacks. Pitch is down. A ball, no strikes.
And he's had a good 2-game series so far here. This is game number 3 of this series. With, of course, family and friends in town.
And he lifts the fly ball to right field. Zobrist is there waiting, and it's a 1-2-3 first for Davis. We go to the bottom of the inning. Rays coming into hit, no score. John Jaso leading off. John Rodriguez and Evan Longoria. Carlos Pena, Ben Zobrist, and Matt Joyce down the middle with B.J. Upton. Hank Blaylock, the DH, hits eighth. He's had some good numbers against Lopez. Reed Brignac back in there at shortstop, batting ninth.
Facing the veteran right-hander Rodrigo Lopez. Came up with the Baltimore Orioles originally. He's the veteran of this group, 34 years old, 15 starts, ERA at 4.59. He's already got 100 innings under his belt. And he pounds the strike zone pretty well. He's got a very efficient delivery. Just changes speeds.
And here's Jaso. First pitch is a strike. And Lopez has pitched deep into games for the Diamondbacks, which has been a value to them because their bullpen has been overtaxed at times and ineffective at times. Count 1-1. And so Lopez, the veteran out there who had to battle to make this pitching staff out of spring training. There's a high shot back toward right center field. Upton is there, and he makes a leaping grab as he hit the track. John Jaso making a bid for an extra base hit.
Yeah, I didn't quite get that one. He hit it good, but not on the sweet spot totally. That's why Upton ran it down. You saw Justin Upton in the outfield. Parra in left, Chris Young in center, along with Justin Upton. Abreu, Stephen Drew, Kelly Johnson, and Rusty Ryle at first. Miguel Bartero behind the plate. And this defensive alignment review is brought to you by Sweet Pay. Live fresh for less.
Now Sean Rodriguez. Pitch is a strike. Sean had a big hit for the Rays in the game yesterday, hitting out of the second spot. Drove in 2 runs with a single in the 6th inning and just misses an extra base hit here, just foul. 0-2. Sean back in the number 2 spot in the lineup today. A ball, 2 strikes. Count holds right there. Lopez formerly with the Baltimore Orioles, and when he pitched for the Orioles, it seemed as if the Rays there for a while were playing the Orioles about every other week, and he would pitch in every series. And he does have a lot of decisions against the Rays. His lifetime marks 11-6 against the Rays.
He had some pretty decent years there with the Orioles. They won 14, 15 games there.
And he strikes out Rodriguez. He doesn't have a blazing fastball, but he can place it properly at times. The Toyota trend, you can see what the Rays have done in interleague play, and they're not happy with those marks at 245 average, meaning they've scored 4.3 runs a game, and the starting pitching almost 5.5 at the ERA department. Evan Longoria takes it high, 1-0.
Really, the only consistent part of the Rays game has been the bullpen. Pretty much all season long. Been very solid.
And a liner into left field. Potto going back, and he makes the catch to retire the side. 1-2-3. On to the second, no score. Take advantage of all the summer fun with Summer Select 6-packs. Pick any 6 games in June, July, or August, and the pack start at just $50. Call 888-FAN-RAYS or visit RaysBaseball.com to be part of the summer fun. The left-handed hitting catcher, Miguel Montero, takes a fastball down. 1 ball, no strikes. High fly ball, not overly deep. That's B.J. Upton making the catch. 1 away. Well, the good news on Wade Davis, that 9-pitch first inning and an out here on 2 pitches into the second. He'd been averaging over 18 pitches per inning, and that was the second highest total in the major leagues. Scott Kazmir of the Angels averaging almost 19 at 18.8 pitches per inning, and Wade at 18.9 coming into this start. So a lower pitch count would contribute to him being as successful as the Rays think he can be.
Well, he's making a pretty conscientious effort, you can see, to slow his delivery down and really drive his front side right toward his target in the turn position. Keep that shoulder in.
It's foul outside the bag. He's ahead of Young.
That's his second curveball of the game, and both of them have good depth over the top, and lately going rotational with the delivery, the curveball's been a little flat. It's been side to side, but just right over the top. That's nasty. That's a good one right there.
And a foul ball off a fastball. 0-2. You can see the big difference there in June has been a struggle for Wade, primarily for the reasons that have already been described. Oh, he didn't miss by much right there.
A good pitch right there. That's his first slider, and that's got good depth also. So breaking stuff so far looks good. He's only thrown 3, but that's a good pitch.
Oh, that's a dandy pitch right there.
That's nasty. That's great tilt right there.
Line foul, and threw him a curveball after that very good slider that was called a ball. So it's still a 1-2 count.
You know, we've been talking about the delivery, but hearing Wade in his comments, that's good news that he recognizes it.
Yep. Yep.
And he's trying to do something about it.
He throws that fastball right by Young, strikes him out. First strikeout for Wade Davis on the day.
Very nice sequence right there, because he had thrown a couple of curves, a slider, and he said, you know what, I'm going to finish him off with a 94 fastball in. And that's good location right there. Tied up Chris Young. Got it right by him. Good alignment. See that front foot striding right toward John Jaso. Much better.
Adam LaRoche, he's going to bunt against the shift, but it's foul. Strike 1. Longoria, the only man on that left side of the infield. He's way over toward the normal shortstop spot.
I don't think with 2 outs and nobody on, that would bother the Rays. Let him bunt.
Yeah, LaRoche turned out to be the difference in the game here Friday night.
That's right.
He had a home run in the second inning of that one. Breaks his bat. I mean, breaks it in 2. And Pena takes care of the pop-up. 1, 2, 3, go the Diamondbacks. No score through an inning and a half. This afternoon and all season long, Tires Plus donates $100 to the Pediatric Cancer Foundation for every Rays home run televised on Sun Sports and Fox Sports Florida. Carlos Pena will open the home half of the inning. Zobrist and Joyce to follow against Lopez. Carlos hitting an even 200 to start the game. He's 4 for 13 lifetime against Lopez. And he lines this one right to Johnson, who hadn't played between first and second in the shift. One away, and we'll check in with Todd.
Dwayne, after Friday's game where Edwin Jackson threw the no-hitter with 149 pitches, manager A.J. Hinch said he was curious to see how he was going to be 2 or 3 days later. Well, here was earlier today, 2 days later. He actually soft-tossed yesterday and had a normal catch today in the outfield. They're going to push E.J. back. He said it's either going to be Friday or Saturday, so he's going to have extra rest. But he was still excited talking about the no-hitter, the fact that his parents came down from Georgia and were able to see him make history. And you hope nothing but good things for Edwin Jackson because he's one of the good guys in the game. Back to you, Dwayne.
All right. Yep. His parents were quite elated. Ran into them after the game. 1-1 count to Ben Zobrist. His dad had been in the military. And really kind of a military kid. Edwin Jackson with a great idea. And he is, as Todd mentioned, really one of the guys that you do root for, except when he's pitching against you.
Yeah, I got a chance to see him last night as well after the game, and gave him congratulations. I've interviewed him a few times. Really a good guy. Good personality. Of course, I remember him back in his Dodger days. We kind of go back that far.
And bounds it back.
In fact, his first start, I believe, and win was against Randy Johnson in Arizona.
Yep.
Against the D-backs.
At 100 miles an hour in that outing. And bounds it back.
You know, I was thinking about the D-backs pitchers. You got Edwin Jackson, you got Danny Herron, and Dontrell Willis. They might have the best hitting pitchers in the National League.
That's right.
With those three guys. Danny Herron is hitting better than just about anybody in that ball club.
Johnson backhands this one, and the throw to first gets the hustling Zobrist. And busting it down the line, and is out. Second to first.
That was close. Johnson almost took a little bit too much time there. Has been just missed beating that out. Take a look at Johnson. He makes the play, kind of little turn. There was a strike over there, but Ben's right foot is just in the air.
Yeah, and with the Rays showing all of this, all the stripes and those high stirrups. Or the stirrups low, actually, technically speaking, and a lot of stripes on those socks. Want to know the count? They're faster than they look now.
Yeah, it makes you look much faster. Here's Danny Herron's numbers. He's hitting 452.
Yeah, how about that?
How about that?
Put him in the lineup every day.
You're not kidding. He's 19 for 42. With 6 doubles. Danny. Not pitching like he normally does. He's given up a lot of home runs.
Joyce out in front of the changeup. You'll see a variety of pitches from Lopez, including that one.
Well, he pitched a pretty good game against the Yankees in his last outing on the 21st of June. He went eight strong innings.
Yeah, when you look at his season so far, he has pitched deep into a lot of games. 3-1 to count.
And like you said, A.J. Hinch will go deeper with his starters just because at this point of the season, almost at the halfway point, their bullpen just does not come around. The starters get more leeway.
Foul by Matt. Full count.
We mentioned the first couple of games. That's why they traded Connor Jackson to the Oakland A's to get the kid Demmel that pitched yesterday. It was a closer in AAA for the Oakland A's.
Lopez on the 3-2, and it's fouled again up the right side. We'll see another one. And Lopez, fastball maybe upper 80s now, and he'll cut the fastball. He'll throw you a changeup. A lot of breaking stuff. And there's a strike on the inside edge, a fastball at 87. 1, 2, 3 go the Rays. On to the third, no score. Bottom three of the Arizona order. Rusty Ryle, the number 7 hitter, is going to lead it off. A scoreless game. First pitch fastball from Wade Davis is a strike. Hara next, and then Abreu. Foul back. Now to play it goes. 2 strikes. Into the dirt. Slider. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Davis has retired the front 6 he has faced. Goes down with this pitch.
I'd say about 90% of his pitches he's had a pretty good delivery. If you looked at that last pitch, I think he caught himself too. He really opened up too soon. You saw him fall off to the left pretty dramatically. I think Wade checked himself there, trying to get back on track.
And the breaking ball, curveball misses low and away, and the count is full. Fly ball toward Upton in center field, and BJ's right there. And that'll be the first out in the third. Read the St. Petersburg Times, the official newspaper of the Rays. You could win a suite for you, your friends, and family to watch the Rays take on the New York Yankees coming up August 1st. Entry forms available in the Sunday St. Petersburg Times through July 4th. Now the left fielder, Potter, who's hitting .255. It's too low. Down and in. Fastball, 2-0. Wade making his 15th start of the year. Two and one.
Nice pitch right there. 92 at the knees.
Back even now with that foul ball off a fastball. Wade with 4 consecutive losses this month. At Texas, home against Toronto, and Atlanta the last time out here against the Padres. And a breaking ball tapped by the mound towards second. Rodriguez with the pickup and throw. Parra is out of there. Little curveball got him. 2 up, 2 down. That's 8 in a row retired by Wade Davis.
Yeah, both curveballs hit to the right side and with 2 strikes have worked. So he's getting that curveball over. See him throw 1 slider. So that's a good 2-strike pitch. Start getting that secondary pitch over. Overhand curveball to the lefties.
It's Tony Abreu. He bunts halfway to the mound. Davis with the pickup and the throw, and that takes care of Arizona. 1-2-3. Bottom of the 3rd coming. No score. And the Diamondbacks squaring off, but so are Justin and B.J. Upton. And to this point, it would appear that the younger brother has the advantage in this series.
Yeah, he really does. B.J. like to finish strong here on the last game against the D-backs, last game of interleague play. See B.J.'s numbers 0 for 6. Couple of walks, hit by a pitch, has stolen a base.
Yeah, Justin's getting some payback for all those times as kids when
he would
BJ wouldn't let him hit in the backyard.
Yeah, sure is.
BJ takes a soft pitch, a little breaking ball on the outside corner for a strike. Yeah, we got that story from his parents the other night. So it's been a very good series for Justin, and BJ's playing a little catch-up right now. Ground ball toward 3rd. Abreu to his left. In the glove and the throw. And BJ is the first out in the Rays half of the 3rd. No base runners so far. In fact, on this homestand, the Rays have hit only 188 as a team. And they actually have walked more than they've hit. They have 29 walks and 28 hits on the homestand.
That's why, this game today is really important to try to get a series and a split for the homestand.
Inside the Blaylock.
Because it's been a grind. It's really been a grind. And all that being said, you're still only 2 games out of first.
Two balls, no strikes. Blaylock 7 of 15 with a home run lifetime against Rodrigo Lopez. Two and one. Lopez in his mid-30s. And there's a base hit. So Blaylock singles his first time up. That gives him 8 for 16 off Lopez in his career, and he has the first hit in this game.
Anybody 8 for 16, you'd think maybe he'd be hitting in the middle of the lineup today. But sitting down there in the 8th spot, he does get the first hit of the game. Fastball outer third of the plate. He just stays right with it and shoots it into center field.
Here's Reed Brenyak. Reed starts the day hitting .277.
A sinker ball right here.
Pitch is a strike. Reed during his homestand, we've seen him with a little more of an uppercut. We've seen that return.
Yeah, I think, part of it, we talked about pressing. I think guys are all trying to do a little bit, as we say, too much. Just take what the pitcher gives you. Stay with it. Goes outside, you shoot it to left field. Go the other way.
And a fastball, he fouls it back. 0-2. Reed right out of spring training throughout the spring and the first couple months of the season has had just a picture-perfect swing, and this is a little closer to what we have seen most of the year.
Yeah, that was a nice swing right there. If he'd made contact there, that would have been a nice shot into left center.
A ball and 2 strikes. Blaylock's at first, 1 out. Pulled foul outside the bag.
Waited pretty well on that one. Running in off the inside corner, a little breaking ball right there, but he tracked it pretty well. Too close to take, so Reed stays alive by fouling it off. I'd rather see that than a guy take a 3rd strike. That's for sure.
So it is foul back.
Well, Rodrigo Lopez is definitely working the rectangle, isn't he?
Mm-hmm. Yes, he is. And he's doing it with about an 86 to 87 mile per hour fastball.
That's it. And that's Montero liking to call those pitches up with 2 strikes, get guys to chase. Changeup's about 81.
A foul ball the other way.
There it was.
Rays trying to get something going in the bottom of the 3rd. Top of the order, John Jaso waiting on deck as Brenyak fouling away a couple of pitches down in the count 1-2. Stays alive.
He's seen
curveball that time.
Yeah, he's seen everything. Curveball 71 to 74. Fastball's about 86 to 87. Changeup's 81. Seen just about his whole arsenal of pitches right here. There's an overhand backdoor curveball. Again, too close to take. So that's, even though the box track says ball, that's what we've been talking about all week. That's a good swing right there.
Yep,
stay alive.
Smart hitting.
Yeah. There's another sinker.
It's a strike called on the inside corner, says Andy Fletcher.
That's a good pitch, Dwayne, because good at bat by Brignac, but Lopez is able to make that two-seamer run look like it's a ball and then hit the inside corner. And that was a good pitch. Same pitch that Joyce struck out on to end the second.
So 3 strikeouts so far for Lopez. Jaso, and a slow breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Talking a lot about deliveries this week. Check out Rodrigo Lopez. Why he's got such good command. He's only walked 26 in 100 innings this year.
Ground ball back to the mound. He's got it. And the toss to first in time. So the Rays get a base hit, leave a man. We are through 3 innings. No score. Score. Rays and the Diamondbacks. Time for our AT&T trivia question. Who hit the first home run in Tropicana Field history? And a look at this is not only a ballpark, it's an aquarium.
Wow.
You got any ideas?
No, I'm just...
whatever it is, it has a batting helmet. A horseshoe crab with a batting helmet. There should be a Rays logo on that helmet.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Meanwhile, the count's 1-1 to Kelly Johnson. Inside and foul back. 2-2.
Well, he got it in there enough. That was a good pitch as far as execution. He wanted to go in. He tied him up a little bit. Kelly was looking for fastball, but the ball was too much on the inside corner. He couldn't get extended.
Good wide right there. Full count. So the second time through the order with a leadoff man beginning the 4th inning. And a foul ball, just a piece of it to stay alive. Off the mid of Jaso. One didn't miss by too much. Ball 4, Johnson's on, and let's check in with Todd Callis.
Dwayne, time to check out the Auto Text poll question of the day with the upcoming trip to Boston and Minnesota. Our question revolves around that. How important do you think this upcoming trip is? TB1, very important. TB2, just another road trip. TB3, it's not even the All-Star break yet. Text your vote to 789-789. That's brought to you by Autoway. If you need a car, truck, or van, who are you going to call? Call Autoway. 1-800-SHOP-AUTOWAY. Good to see the outfield sections packed for this afternoon's game. Even though we don't do signs anymore, we mostly look for Little League teams. I just want to show you one quick sign. Here's the Davis pitch, a little bit inside. This is a good sign. I may be little, but I'm a huge Rays fan. And she's little, but she's got a big hat, too. That big Rays hat. And this one's pretty good, too. Our Upton's better than your Upton. A lot of people looking for the Rays to win today to go on this next road trip. Guys, back to you.
All righty. Yeah, that hat had some fashion flair to it.
That was nice, absolutely. Good sign. Works.
Pitch is outside to Drew. Now it's 2-0 following the walk. Rays got their first base runner on a base hit in the bottom of the third, and now the Diamondbacks with their first base runner on the walk here to begin the fourth. Pop foul. Longoria is chasing it, but he will run out of territory. The count is 2-1.
Good hit and run count right here for A.J. Hinch. Kelly Johnson's not a burner. Not your prototypical leadoff hitter as far as speed, but he has 5 stolen bases. He's been caught 3 times, but this would be more of a hit and run situation if he's in motion here on this count.
He is going. The pitch is grounded down to Pena out there, and into second base safely goes Johnson. So they start Johnson, and he moves into scoring position as Drew makes contact, pulls the ball down to first.
Yeah, what eliminates the running game, hit and runs or steals, is strike 1 and strike 2. Wade got behind the count, 2-0, then 2-1, and he does get the out, but Johnson gets into scoring position with their most dangerous hitter coming up.
Here's Justin Upton. Upton homered in the game yesterday. Hit a 3-1 fastball out to right center. He takes a pitch down this time. 1-0. Upton had a couple hits and a walk in the game on Friday night. Just 22 years old. That's a strike. 1-1. Foul back. Slider. The count is a ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, well, today Wade's secondary pitches are much better than we've seen the last 4 or 5 starts. That was a good slider that you mentioned, and one before that was a good curveball. And we know that Justin will expand his zone. He's got a lot of strikeouts under his belt.
Second on the team and second in the major leagues. He has struck out 96 times this year.
Yeah, he wants to drive runs in, so this is not a count where you have to throw a strike. If he'll chase right here.
And he lays off. He had an idea, but he checked.
He sure did. That's a good effort to get him to chase. Throwing one out of the zone there. Didn't miss by much either way, and Justin was able to hold up on that good slider.
Yeah, and you could tell from his reaction he wasn't sure on that pitch. You know, some of those sliders are balls from the very beginning.
Yeah.
but that was not one of them, and he wasn't quite sure.
Wade wants to be sure of the sequence again. What pitch to throw right here. He wanted Jaso to go through the sequence again.
A little bit more outside. And the count is full.
It's a nice save by John Jaso. That could have been to the backstop. So 3 sliders in a row here to Upton. Change the eye level here a little bit. Going curveball followed by 3 sliders. So everything in the same location.
And it's second one out. 3-2 to Justin Upton, and that one is outside for ball 4. So a couple of walks here in this inning.
Well, those last 2 sliders were a little bit reminiscent of what we saw in his last out, and really tried to force the issue. Instead of throwing one like he did on 1 and 2 that just missed, he tried to make it a perfect pitch, and by doing that, he spun open too soon and really carried the ball, and you saw him miss badly twice in a row.
Now here's Montero. Fastball is in off the plate a bit. 1-0.
Montero's had some back issues since he's come off the disabled list from time to time, so that's hampered him a little bit, but he's a good hitter. Very good hitter.
So after this one, and bounds it back. Yeah, he missed a little over 2 months when he had his right knee attended to. Meniscus problems in there and had to have surgery. It's pop foul. Fastball. Wade trying to pitch his way out of this little spot with a couple of bases on balls here in the 4th inning.
Good location on that fastball in, because it tied Montero up. He couldn't get extended either.
Foul ball. Reflecting right back to the on deck circle for Chris Young. Well, a few more pitches in this inning. The pitch count through the first 3 had been very good, and it's been pushed up a little bit in the 4th. And a one-hopper knocked down by Rodriguez, and he cannot find the handle. Everybody is going to be safe. A sharply hit ball off the bat of Montero. Rodriguez knocked it down, and once he did, it was a scramble to try to grab that ball, and that's going to go as a base hit.
Yeah, it's a curveball right here. Montero is all over it. It's a bullet. And once Sean knocked it down, you thought maybe at least you'd get the force at second, but he was unable to get the handle on the ball. Great play to save a run, though, and keep a double play in order right here. Nice effort.
So the bases are now loaded with 1 out. And Chris Young will bat. Young leads this team in runs batted in. He has 50. And he is 8th in the National League in runs scored and runs batted in. Hit a home run in the game yesterday. That's a strike.
Well, Chris has been getting a steady diet of curveballs and sliders. Starts to look for that pitch, and I think that fastball surprised him right there. The fastball in the outside corner.
And he shoots one foul.
That one didn't surprise him.
Nope. Fastball hit hard, line out of play.
He is a dead red fastball hitter. And that way he's got a chance to have Chris Young expand the zone. He'll chase up with the fastball. He'll also chase down with the curveball and slider. You do not need to throw him a strike. You got to block it if you're John Jason.
Getting time from Andy Fletcher. And Jaso's going to head to the mound.
I'd almost rather see the good hard slider with good tilt in the dirt than the slow curveball. Because if it's up, Chris Young can recoil and get onto that pitch with the bases loaded. Unless you want to go up and strike him out with a fastball up about 94 miles an hour, make sure you get it above his hands.
Two-strike pitch. And it's fouled. He came back with a fastball.
Yeah, to me, that's 0-2 fastball away like that. That's a hittable pitch. Because you're not changing any eyesight or eye level. He's already seen that ball out there. Now you may entice him with the slider in the same location because he might be looking out there.
And a foul ball off a slider. He was reaching for that one.
Yeah, he's looking out there. So that if you can get a good fastball up, but you better make sure it's up and in. You might get him right here, stand him up, get him to chase. You got the count to do it. You just got to execute the pitch.
0-2. And a high pop-up, foul ball. And Longoria gives it a look, and that's going to be a foul ball hit up top there in foul territory, which makes it immediately a dead ball. The C ring, let's see, that would be the foul ball. Even if it hit the second ring out, it hit in foul territory, and that makes it a dead ball.
Now he got to that ball. It was the right sequence trying to go up, but he didn't quite get it up high enough.
Be the B ring there. Ground ball down to third. Longoria to second and over to first. 5-4-3 on the double play. That takes care of that threat. Longoria, Rodriguez to Pena. Bottom of the fourth coming, no score. And he connected off Dan Carlson. That was in the 5th inning of the first game ever here on March 31st in 1998. Gonzalez hit it out. Louis out of Jefferson High School. And he also disturbed the Rays in the tank at one point. He's the only guy to do that. Hit one into the tank.
Oh boy, he had some really good years, especially when he got traded to Arizona.
Sean Rodriguez will open the bottom of the 4th. Shortens on the bat, takes the pitch for a ball. 1-0. Rodriguez, Longoria, and Pena coming up here for the Rays. One and one.
I just heard he hit the Rays tank when he was with the Dodgers, huh? When the Dodgers came into town.
He's the only guy to do that. And a bunt down the third base side, but it's going to be a foul ball. And the count will advance to 1-2. Rodrigo Lopez out of Mexico, and he did play a little baseball as a kid, but he said he really never paid much attention to it until Fernando Valenzuela showed up with the Dodgers.
I think he was a soccer player, wasn't he?
Yeah. He kicked that ball, reminded me of that.
Yeah.
But that was an eye-opener for him.
Fernando Mania, 1981.
And a shot toward right field. Pretty well hit. Up into the wall, and he has room to make the catch. Sean Rodriguez gave it a ride to the opposite field. The ball caught right in front of the wall.
That was a good two-strike approach right there by Sean. Nice short swing. He just made good contact and almost carried out of the ballpark. Fastball up. Nice short finish right there. Upton was able to track it down.
Evan Longoria. Takes the pitch in. 1 ball, no strikes.
Speaking of Fernando Mania, that got most of L.A. engaged too with Fernando Valenzuela. Not just the young players from Mexico. That was a craze back in the 80s. And I was just thinking about Kirk Gibson, who's the bench coach for A.J. Hinch and the Diamondbacks. Evan gets his walk. And when Gibby came to L.A., he created a different kind of a craze with his hard play, his hard-nosed play. Of course, the famous home run in the '88 World Series. He wants to manage someday. He had hoped his opportunity would come this past time when Bob Melvin got let go, but his time will come. And he's the type of coach that he'll get out there and show guys how to break up a double play steal. He'll go out and run bases and show them. Good guy to have on your staff.
Now Carlos Pena, the Rays have Longoria at first and 1 out. It's outside.
Well, all of a sudden, Lopez, talking a lot about deliveries again this week, he's falling off to the left side, and I think Montero's recognizing that. Kind of saying, hey, just stay with me. He also pointed over to first base. Because Evan will also take a bag here and there. He's got 11, I believe.
Yeah, he's 11 of 13. So if you don't pay attention to him, he'll steal the base.
Yep. Carlos almost hit the Rays tank a couple of homestands ago.
pitch. Time had been called by Andy Fletcher. So the count to Carlos is still 1-0.
That was smart by Carlos. He called time, but he waited to make sure this time before he stepped out of the box that Andy Fletcher gave it to him. Comes a slide step, sinker. Quick move.
A little ground ball to the shortstop. Drew's going to have to go to first, and Pena is out with Longoria moving into second base. Drew shaded up the middle, had to go to his right, so the play was to first.
Yeah, and Kelly Johnson, of course, playing way over in the hole on the right side. There was no chance to get the force at second. See where Kelly Johnson is, second baseman. So Drew has no chance for a force, and this gets rid of it quickly to get Pena.
And here is Ben Zobrist with Evan at second base. He takes the ball. Yeah, Rodrigo Lopez had Tommy John surgery and missed the end of 07 and all of the 2008 campaign. Spent most of last year in the minor leagues, some with the Phillies. Well, that after originally signing with the San Diego Padres. And after briefly getting to the big leagues with him, he wound up in Baltimore.
Yeah, that's right.
Quite a stretch there with the Orioles.
Signed out of the Mexican League with the Padres. Good curveball.
And it's a strike, 2-1.
Yeah, just the Orioles from 02 to 06, and he had a few years there. He won 14 games, I believe it was.
Yep.
14, 15 game winner.
Three and one now.
Being very careful with the base open and Ben Zobrist at the plate. 9th season overall. 1 game under 500 for his career.
There goes a runner down to third. Longoria almost walked into third.
Well, that's what we were talking about right there. You forget about Longoria, he'll take a base. I don't think with 2 outs there as worried as if he was at first base, but why not? Now it puts more pressure on the infield and the defense.
And a shot right back at Lopez. He knocked it down, picks it up, and throws out Zobrist. But boy, Zobrist lined that one. I think it got him up on the arm a little bit. And Zobrist is out at first. But let's take another look at this breaking ball. Boy, that got him on the arm, but he recovered. No score through 4. Jay Hinch, the manager of the Arizona Diamondbacks, looking on. He's only 36 yet.
He's a pup.
Yeah, mid-30s. I think he was 35 at the start of the year, and I think he has turned 36.
Farm director turned manager last year.
A miss by LaRoche. 2 pitches into the inning, and it's 0-2.
One of the reasons they made that move is because he was familiar with all the players in the minor leagues that they planned on bringing up. It's been a tough time, though. Short stint in the big leagues. D-backs. A lot of people picked the D-backs this year.
And LaRoche missed that one. Jaso will have to go down to Pena. So a couple of change-ups there got him. Time for the Keep Your Edge Spotlight, brought to you by Just for Men Mustache and Beard. And this will wake you up and help you to keep your edge if it doesn't knock it off.
That kid, backdoor breaking, only because he finishes well. Talking about Lopez, he was able to at least get a glove on it, but that was a bullet hit by Ben Zobrist.
Keep your edge with Just for Men Mustache and Beard. Pitch to Rusty Ryle is a strike. You could see where it immediately started to puff up there. He had the belt where the ball hit him on the left arm and then ricocheted off his cheek. He still made the play. That was smartly hit by Zobrist. And there's a base hit. Extra bases coming. A breaking ball, and Ryle's on his way to second, and BJ taking a lot of time to get to that ball, and it's going to be a 3-base hit for Ryle. And I don't know what that was all about.
Yeah, hanging breaking ball right there. And you knew it was going to be a double probably for sure, but didn't think at first it'd be a triple. Ryle sees it in the seam right here. Let's see where BJ is, and he's jogging. He's jogging right there. He's not running full speed. And Rusty Ryle recognized that right out of the box.
Well, they had him played toward right center, and the breaking ball was pulled toward left center, and
I don't think Davey Martinez is too happy with that, the way I just saw him react.
I can't imagine that anybody would be. Here's Gerardo Parra down. The infield has to come in. It's fouled out of play. So it puts Davis and the Rays in a difficult spot, because with the infield in, that makes that hitter a much better hitter.
Well, you can't take for granted that Ryle was just going to take his double. I mean, he was running hard right out of the box.
Wide.
And with one out, that's a great play by Ryle, because that's what you want to do. No outs or 2 outs, you don't want to make an out at third base, but with 1 out, you'll take a chance for this very reason, that the Rays have to play infield in.
Pitch is fouled back. It's 1-2.
Get a strikeout count now. This is what Wade Davis needs. Obviously a ground ball, but might as well go for a punch out.
Rodrigo Lopez, he's got the left arm wrap now.
Yeah.
I think he got shot hit by Ben Zobrist.
Well, that's the good news. It's not his throwing arm for him, I mean. It did. It swelled up right away.
So we'll have a visit here with Davis. Critical spot with a man at third and 1 out in a scoreless game. Sign up at Cain's Furniture for a chance to meet one of your favorite Rays. And if Rays pitchers strike out 10 hitters in a home game, log on to CainsStrikeout.com. Get a coupon for a free Papa John's pizza. Get the Cain's today. Now 1-2. It's foul down the left side, and a nice catch down by the bullpen. And a souvenir.
Pretty good contact protection swing too by Parra. Just try to put it in play or foul it off to stay alive. I'd power him up after that swing. That was protect mode. I'd give him a fastball right up under his hands. Try to strike him out swinging.
Kept foul. He came with a breaking ball.
That was a better one there. That was a good tilt in that one. Real good bite on that. Good rotation. That's more of a strikeout curve there than the first one.
And a shot back into center field. Upton going back to the track, and that ball is gone. A home run on a 1-2 pitch. Parra connects on a fastball, and it's a 2-0 game now. Parra's second home run of the year. 13th given up by Wade Davis.
Now let's see where he's trying to go. He should be trying to go up. Look at this ball. It's out over the plate. Right down the middle. That number 6 right there, right in the wheelhouse. Belt high, right down the middle. I gotta believe he was trying to go up and in. You didn't see Jason give the high sign with the glove, but he was setting up inside, but he just missed location.
There's Abreu, and he looks at a strike, a fastball at the knees. So with one swing of the bat, Arizona takes a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, this is the type of the club when you got 2 strikes on him. You don't need to throw a strike. 1 and 2. You got to make sure you miss to get them to chase. Parra will chase too, but you got a cookie. He hit it.
So it's foul back. 2 strikes to count to the third baseman. And strike 3 call. Well, you looked at a slider that time. Third strikeout for Wade Davis.
And Daso sitting on the back door right there. That's a good pitch. Bites the outside corner.
Pitch is low to Kelly Johnson. Johnson, one of 2 walks surrendered by Davis in the 4th and in the game. 3-2 breaking ball and walked him in the 4th inning his last time up. Now it's 2-0 this time around. And the fastball inside. 3-0. Three and 1. Home run by Parra, the 90th home run hit by Arizona. And for the second time, Johnson is on via the walk. Diamondbacks only 13th in the National League in hitting, but they're 4th in runs scored. They strike out more than any team in the major leagues.
And that's 6 out of the last 10 batters that have reached base after Wade Davis retiring the first 9 of the game.
Stephen Drew fouls it back. Well, he made 31 pitches through the first 3 innings and 28 alone in the 4th inning.
Yeah, he's up over 80 pitches now, 81 in all, 22 pitch inning right now, 28 in the 4th. After the first 3 were outstanding.
strike. 2. So the 24-year-old right-hander trying to get Drew to end this fifth. Time called. Drew getting time. The one thing the Rays don't want to see Davis do, and you're going to work a little slower with men on base, but they do not want him taking a lot of time between pitches. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
You don't want him thinking too much, number one. You want him to stay in a good rhythm. This ball is outside. Good effort, though. Good 0-2 effort right there.
Johnson back in at first. Runner goes. The pitch is a ball, and the throw by Brignac, but backed up by Rodriguez. Drew took a pitch that was pretty close. Johnson picks up his 6th stolen base.
That's another looked like a backdoor little cutter right there. Jason kind of short armed that. Kind of rushed it a little bit. Try to get rid of it. Ends up short hopping Brignac.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, retiring the side. But the Diamondbacks pick up 2 and they lead 2-0. In Ram history. Back at Tropicana Field. Ball game heading into the bottom of the 5th inning. And Joe Madden's talking here with crew chief Tim McClellan. And I think part of that has to do with maybe what is a wrap now, that sleeve on the left arm of Rodrigo Lopez. Lopez took that shot on the left arm by Ben Zobrist. And Madden out to clarify that situation. Well, when the Rays came back off the field after the top half of the 5th inning, Longoria took exception to B.J. Upton's lack of effort in center field. And so there was that mix-up down there. Here's Joyce with a little roller to first base, and that's handled by Ryle. So Joyce is out number 1.
Well,
and you can't blame Longoria for that.
Listen, I would rather see teammates get on teammates for talking about what you and I just talked about, because it looked like BJ was jogging after that ball in the gap. And that's what Longo, I'm sure, addressed. And I like that. I like guys policing themselves myself.
So here's BJ now. The pitch is a strike on the outside corner.
We got it called as we see it. That's what we saw.
Well, everybody in the ballpark saw.
The tape didn't lie. And Longo addressed it.
Pitch is inside. 1-1. Well, it's all about effort, you know.
That's all it is.
I mean, it's well, results one thing, but effort's another thing, and that's what Longoria apparently took exception to there.
Nobody's going to get on physical errors or striking out. I mean, you work on that stuff, but you are going to get on effort, and it just didn't look like the effort was there to keep that to a double instead of a triple, and it changed really what Wade Davis had to do.
It's just high, and Longoria is going to he's going to root for BJ. You can see him cheering him on, but but what Longoria was doing was he was coming to the defense of the starting pitcher and everybody else on the club.
That's right, and then it's over with.
So the count is full on Upton now.
But to me, that's what good team leaders do. I've been through that before. The teams I've managed, I've had guys police themselves. Mo Vaughn was that way. Believe me, Mo Vaughn you didn't want to mess with either, but when he would say something, people took notice.
Upton draws the walk.
And that's a good shot. You see you have him clapping for BJ. It's over with. But listen, somebody has to say something. Here's the play. Now watch BJ. I mean, that's a jog. I'm sorry. That's not his normal gliding fast. I'm stealing second base. That's just kind of a nice gliding jog and gets it back in. And I believe if he had gone hard, you keep Ryle to a double, and that would change. Number one, you don't have infield in, and number two, you don't have to go for the strikeout, which is what Davis was trying to do. Consequently, he made a mistake, and Parr got a fastball for the home run. So it changes everything, really, what your mindset is as a pitcher. Runner at second, one out, infield back versus runner at third, infield in. And when you're scuffling as a ball club, that's when these things get heated up.
So Hank Blaylock in the batter's box, and Upton back in at first. Two nothing. Arizona out in front.
Well, it's easy to play this game when you're playing 750 ball. Everything goes well. Sometimes things get overlooked, but when you're scuffling, everything stands out. Any little thing. When you're hitting a $188 on this homestand, and you're having trouble scoring runs, and your pitchers are putting zeros up there, somebody is going to take notice, and somebody's going to say something about it.
Cut the miss by Blaylock. Blaylock singled his first time.
I mean, that's not unlike what Freddie Gonzalez did to Hanley Ramirez when Hanley jogged after a ball in the outfield.
Yep.
And he took him right out of the game. So
Freddie Gonzalez was right.
He was dead on. Absolutely right.
And retreats to the bag with a look over from Lopez.
And I'm also betting that Joe Madden actually liked that and let the two players handle it. And I think that's probably why Joe left it alone right now. I'm sure there'll be some conversation later on, but not publicly.
Pitch out. The count is 1-1.
I tell you what, we were just talking about Kirk Gibson.
Yep.
Kirk Gibson did that with the Dodgers, believe me. That's why they won in '88. It was on sheer will and attitude. They didn't have the best talent. Guarantee you that.
And Upton is picked off first base. So Lopez picks him off. That's the second out.
No question about it. Once he flinched, he got no chance to get back.
Bases are empty now. The count to Blaylock goes to 2-1. Three balls and a strike to Blaylock. It's quiet in the dugout now.
Oh, it is. There's not a whole lot you have to say now.
And Blaylock walks. No runner at first with two gone.
Well, that's interesting. Pitchers know when certain hitters have their number. Maybe he pitched Blaylock very carefully. What is Blaylock now? 8 for 16?
He's 8 for 16 after the base hit in the third and then the walk here.
And I guarantee you when Rodrigo saw the lineup today, he said, I'm not going to give him anything to hit. He's already got a base hit today, so he pitches around him and ends up walking him.
Reed Brignac. Reed takes the ball. Brignac had an extended at bat in the third, and eventually it was called out on strikes. Lifts it toward left center field. Young making the call. He's got it. That retires the side. A couple of walks, a man left, and a pickoff through 5, 2-0 Arizona. Experience where a wand keeper will help the wand choose you. For your chance to experience it all, log on to foxsportsflorida.com and enter the wizarding world of Harry Potter sweepstakes. The wand will choose you. In the 6th, Justin Upton, Miguel Montero, and Chris Young due up for Arizona against Wade Davis. And the pitch is lined into left. The first pitch fastball, and that's going to get by Joyce. Bound off the wall, and the throw back to second is not in time as Justin Upton, that is, opens the 6th inning with a 2-base hit.
Well, he's had some kind of weekend here. He just smoked that fastball. Look at this fastball. Beautiful level swing, and he's thinking 2 right out of the box. So Checkers double the game right there. That ball got past Matt Joyce so quickly just because of the bat speed of Justin Upton. Wow. And a short, compact swing.
Here's Miguel Montero. He had a base hit, a hard hit ground ball knocked down by Rodriguez at second in the 4th inning. The Rays could not make a play on, and then it's a base hit. Here's a strike. A 1-1 count. Wade zipped through the front 3, made 31 pitches in 3 innings, 28 in the 4th, and another 26 in the 5th inning. 1-2, a foul ball backing out of play.
Wade trying to stay away from Montero so he can't pull the ball to the right side. Staying away with the fastballs.
This next pitch by Davis, his 90th of the day. It's foul back, holding the count, and 1-2.
54 pitches in the 4th and 5th, push that pitch count to the 90 mark.
Little chopper by the mound to the right side. Rodriguez charges and flips to Pena. Over to third goes Justin Upton as Montero is the first out. He advances the runner. They have a man at third with 1 out. Just a reminder, be on the lookout for the Miller Lite Taste Greatness moment coming up later in today's game. Well, the infield will come in once again with a man at third and 1 out. Chris Young, the center fielder, about to step in. Young is struck out and has grounded into a double play. Look toward the Rays dugout to see exactly how they want to position this drawn in infield. Stepping out Chris Young now. Rays are start to get some action up in their bullpen as well. Pitch hit back to the mound. Upton's going to try to score. Jaso chases him back. Longoria tags him out. Go to second. They got him there. Upton tried to score. Longoria tagged him and then went back to second to get Young. And that ends the inning. So the Rays get out of this spot on this little comebacker. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 2-0 Arizona. top half of the inning. That's our Miller Lite Taste Greatness moment. Take a look at this.
Well, number one, I don't know why they were going on contact in a play like that. I mean, Upton had plenty of time to get back. He could have read that ball easily and gotten back to third base, but he was going on contact. He's halfway down the line. A quick tag by Longoria and a bullet over there. Nice play by Evan off balance. Make a great throw.
And on the receiving end, a nice job by Sean Rodriguez again.
Sure was.
So it's the top of the order for the Rays. John Jaso swings through the first pitch. Strike one.
You know, on your normal contact play, which is what that was, you're breaking as soon as the hitter makes contact with the ball. But even if you are, when you tap a ball like that to the pitcher, you got plenty of time to run down 2 steps and then get back to the bag. But Upton kept coming, and he ran into the double play, really. But that's really not his fault. That's the organization. And you're saying, hey, contact play, go hard all the way. But you got to be able to still, as an athlete, just read that guy. You know what? I got no chance.
So it's 1, 2, 5, 4 to get out of the spot. Now 2-2 the count on John Jaso.
I really don't blame Upton as much as I do. You got to teach your guys that, hey, even though it's contact, if you read the ball and it's a ball like that, just get back to the bag. Don't run yourself out of an inning, especially with LaRoche on deck.
The count is full here on John Jaso.
Need a base runner here. Got to get something going here. Nobody out.
3-2 to Jaso, and he bounces this one foul. 3 strikeouts, 3 walks issued by Lopez. The Rays have 1 hit. That was the Blaylock single in the 3rd.
And Lopez is at 77, 78 pitches. Pretty efficient.
And there's a walk. Leadoff pass here to Jaso. Don't forget, kids, this summer enjoy the magic of baseball. Learn how to play the game the Rays way at Rays Baseball Camps presented by the St. Petersburg Times. Camps are open to children 6 to 13. Each camper receives tickets to 4 select Rays games and other great gifts. Visit RaysBaseball.com. Just sign up today and be a part of the fun.
It's all decked out, isn't he? The gear going on.
Sean Rodriguez at the plate. Fouls it right back out of fastball. Fouled it. Strike one. The Rays have still drawn more walks than hits on this homestand. That's 33 walks and 29 hits on the homestand.
It's amazing. And only 1 hit today. And the Rays have seen plenty of pitchers like Rodrigo Lopez that just change speeds. Not overpowering by any means.
It's a strike on the corner. 0-2. Lopez worked 8 innings against the Yankees his last time out. He had a string of 3 games in which he worked 7 against Colorado, St. Louis, and the Red Sox, and worked 8 innings the time before that against the Dodgers. So he consistently hangs around with a deep part of the ballpark or ball game. And a breaking ball there is fouled. So it's a 2-strike count still.
Yeah, slow curveball right there. Sean just did get a piece of. His toughest innings have been 15, 16 pitches. That's it. That'll get you into the 7th and 8th inning if you're averaging 15 or less.
Up and away. And Rodriguez did not chase. The ball 2 strikes. Well, the Rays had a man get as far as third in the fourth inning when Longoria walked. Wound up stealing third. And that's been the only time they've had a man in scoring position.
There's a breaking ball here.
It's low and outside. 2-2.
Just missed. Good take right there by Sean to lay off that one. Slider. Big break to it.
And a ground ball headed to short. Drew Johnson to first. Safe the call. Jaso is forced at second. Drew to Johnson. Rodriguez is safely aboard on a fielder's choice.
Well, credit Sean because he hustled out of the box. Looks like a sure double play. Taylor made. And a little hesitation right there by Johnson. Couldn't get the transfer. I don't think he could get the handle of the ball right there. Yeah, it popped out of his glove a little bit as he was transferring, and that cost him the double play.
Now Evan Longoria bats with Rodriguez at first. Evan lined to left prior to drawing the walk in the fourth inning. I mean, in this series, the Rays have 6 hits. They've drawn 23 walks in the series with 6 hits.
It's amazing. I mean, this is the worst pitching staff in baseball. Dead last, 30th. 5.42 ERA coming in.
There goes the runner, and the pitch is fouled back into the screen.
That was a big jump by Sean Rodriguez. Evan actually was taking a shot at that hole to right field because Kelly Johnson was covering. That could have been a nice first and third. He sees that, so he's just taking a shot. He knows that Sean probably has it stolen, but Evan's thinking, hey, we got a first and third right here because there was a big hole on the right side.
And a foul the other way again, out of play. 0-2. Now the Rays have had 3 hit batters. They've drawn 23 walks and 6 hits in the series. These numbers are some of the strangest we've ever seen.
They really are. It hasn't been about base runners. It's about getting them in. Just haven't been able to get that big hit. Or a couple of big hits, for that matter.
And a high fly ball back into right field toward the corner. Upton is there to make the catch. Rodriguez back to tag on his way to second, and he will advance. So he moves to second on Longoria's fly ball toward the right field corner.
Well, that's all you ask is just continue to hustle. Sean Rodriguez did that. Recognizing that's going to be a very long throw, even for a strong arm like Justin Upton. And I might as well tag up and get into scoring position with 2 outs. Nice job.
Well, here's Carlos Pena. Carlos looking for his first hit on the day, 0 for 2. And the pickoff play at second. Rodriguez back in. With the shift, they had Drew, the shortstop, slipping in there on the bag. Inside, 1-0. Lopez moves the ball around. He changes speeds. His fastball tops out at sometimes 89, but he's really more consistently in that 86 to 87 range.
That's right. That's what he's been today. Just about 86. Just working both sides of the plate, up and down, east and west.
Carlos fouls it back. That one at 86, 87.
And he likes to throw after that. He likes to come back with that changeup or that backdoor curveball to lefties. And then if he gets ahead of you with 2 strikes, he likes to throw that 2-seamer off the inside corner. Looks like a changeup grip.
And it's down. 2 balls and a strike. Lopez made 5 starts and a couple relief appearances last year for the Phillies. Most of his time in the minor leagues. To 100 innings, a little over 100 innings in the minor leagues last year. Coming back from Tommy John surgery. There's a shot up the right side. That's a fair ball and will pound the corner. Back to Upton. The run scores. It's going to be a double for Pena. Rodriguez crosses the plate. The Rays get on the board. That makes it a 2-1 ball game.
And I tell you what, that ball was hit so hard, I'm not sure if Sean Rodriguez is at first base, he could score on this. Watch how hard this ball's hit. That's another changeup. He doubled up on it. That is blistered right there. And Upton got to it and played the carom perfectly. Look at this. One hop right back to him, and he throws a strike back into second. Sean, of course, at second base is going to score easy. At first base, had he not tagged up, he might not have been able to go.
Now here's Ben Zobrist with Pena on second. Ben takes a pitch low. Ball, no strikes. So the double for Pena, his 9th, gives him 49 runs batted in. The Rays get on the board here in the 6th inning.
But, you know, that kind of effort, that's all we're talking about today. That's what Evan Longoria is talking about.
Well, that's the one thing you can't control is the effort.
That's all. That's what you're talking about.
Exactly. That's the point Longoria was making. Forcefully, but that's the one area you can control.
Nobody's going to question, you know, hey, if you make an aggressive mistake. I mean, even if Sean had tagged up and got thrown out for some reason from first base, that's an aggressive mistake. You go, well, what are you doing? But nobody's going to question that.
And that's what Madden has said about his club. He wants his team to be aggressive, and if they make an aggressive mistake, so be it. But it comes down to effort.
Right. I really believe that run was created by Sean. I think that ball was hit so hard it would have been very, very close.
I think that's a great point.
Yeah, the bullpen going for the D-backs now, which is not where A.J. Hinch normally likes to go.
Yeah, they have Blaine Boyer up in the bullpen, and you know that's what the opposition wants to do if it can to get into that Arizona bullpen.
That's right.
2-0 the count on Ben Zobrist. And he takes a pitch down. 3-0.
Well, Ben had one taken away. He would have had an RBI single, but hit that rocket right off the arm of Rodrigo Lopez, and he's able to make the play. Well, he's got that patch on his arm there.
3-0, and this one gets away on ball 4, and over to third goes Pena. Zobrist walks first and third now. That's a pass ball charge to Montero.
Well, and the reason that's important because you got a left-handed hitter coming up and a hole in the right side because you got to hold Zobrist on now. He just boxed it. He just didn't track it into the glove all the way. Missed it. But now with first and third instead of first and second, less range on the right side of the infield. Matt Joyce can get one of these off-speed pitches and turn on one, find a hole. Or even better, get one up in the air and in the seats.
Joyce 0 for 2 in the game. And the pitch is a little high. 1 ball, no strikes. Joyce called out on strikes, looked at a fastball in the second inning, grounded out to first unassisted in the 5th. And he's under it, pops it up. Third base side, foul ball. Abreu making the call and comes back to make the catch. And that will retire the side. The Rays get on the board with a run. 2-6, 2-1, Arizona.
Davis, today's starting pitcher, Jeff Neiman, another member of the starting rotation. That will be our focus of today's Inside the Rays premiere right after the game. It is called Away from the Game, as Whit Watson hosts, as Jeff Neiman and Wade Davis on an off day took to the waters to do a little fishing. That'll be right after our Rays Live postgame show, the premiere today. Guys, back to you.
All right, Todd, thank you very much. We go to the 7th inning. Rays down by a run as Wade Davis delivers to Adam LaRoche. He fouls it out of play. A fastball from Wade to open the 7th inning. Grant Balfour is busy in the Rays bullpen down the right field line.
Had a little momentum swing in the 6th inning. With Wade Davis getting out of that inning with that rundown play, and then the Rays cutting the lead in half.
Sliced out of the reach of Matt Joyce. So the count goes to 0-2. LaRoche, Ryle, and Parra due up here in the 7th inning.
I think really for Wade, Dwayne,
Pitch is up and away.
You have to be pretty encouraged with today's start overall.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially through the first 3 innings. He saw his pitch count mount up a little bit with handful of walks in the 4th and 5th, and then he got out of that spot in the 6th inning. High popper into shallow left. That's Matt Joyce under it, and he's got it. One away here in the 7th inning. Help send your favorite Rays players to this year's All-Star game by voting as many as 25 times at RaysBaseball.com. Visit RaysBaseball.com. Cast your ballot now for the 2010 All-Star team. Vote early and often at RaysBaseball.com. Well, there's Rusty Ryle, who tripled in the 5th inning, and he takes a big cut at a fastball and misses strike one.
And good command right there at 92. Good delivery. So he's pretty much maintained his delivery after that one little bump there. I think more so in the fourth inning than the fifth for Wade when he got in trouble.
And a strike on the outer part of the plate, just on the edge. Another fastball out there.
Even though he gave up the 2-run home run, I think the walks, he got away from his delivery just a little bit there in the middle innings. But this is an encouraging performance, I think. He keeps it right here.
And a swing and a miss. The tag by Jaso to complete that strikeout. 2 up, 2 down here in the 7th.
Good depth on the slider. Good secondary pitches today. That's excellent right there. That's an excellent 2-strike slider. Jaso gets a glove on it. Makes the play.
With this first pitch into Parra will be the 100th of the afternoon for Wade Davis. There's 2 outs into the 7th inning. He made 103 pitches his last time out in 4 1/3. And a fly ball to center right to Upton, who makes the catch. It's a 1-2-3-7, 7th inning stretch time. 2-1 Arizona. Given up 4 hits, 5 strikeouts, and 3 walks. He's made 100 pitches. Been hooked up against Rodrigo Lopez, 34-year-old right-hander. The Rays finally got to him for a run in the 6th. 2-run home run off the bat of Gerardo Parra in the 5th. Gave Arizona the initial lead, and the Rays got the double by Pena in the 6th, scoring Rodriguez. So it's a 2-1 game as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. And a little dust up involving B.J. Upton in the Rays dugout. He and Longoria didn't see eye to eye on an effort issue. And it will be Upton to open the bottom of the 7th. Upton, Blaylock, and Brignac 2 up. See if the Rays can get something started in the 7th. Experience a Rays game from the all-inclusive Whitney Bank Club, offering extraordinary seating, luxurious lounge, and dining areas. Call 888-FAN-RAYS or go to RaysBaseball.com to purchase or pick up more information for your night of fun at the Whitney Bank Club, featuring the upscale full menu buffet and inclusive drink options. New pitcher is Blaine Boyer. So Lopez goes 6. Rays got a run on a couple hits. 5 walks. 3 strikeouts for Lopez, and now it's Boyer to face B.J. Upton. Upton 0 for 1 on the afternoon, and the pitch is down and away. So we'll see how the Rays can fare against this bullpen. It has been a beleaguered Arizona Diamondbacks bullpen.
Yeah, you've got 9 outs of offense to go, and it's a 1-run game right now. So obviously this is bad for BJ being their speed guy in the lineup tonight. Very important for today.
That's a strike, and the count is 1-1. The opposition hitting .313 against Boyer this year, who's on for the 20th time.
Yep, 19 games that he's been in, .313 batting average against. He had a good arm. You saw the 95. It's always about command, though, no matter how hard you throw.
Upton fouls it back. 1-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Justin and BJ squaring off in a series for the first time in their careers, and it's been a frustrating series for BJ Upton. Justin 5 of 8 with a couple of extra base hits among his hits.
Well, and BJ is definitely obviously aware of that. And he'd like to get something on the board here, get a big hit.
Two the count, and he takes ball 3. So all the way out it goes. Blaylock waiting. He's on deck. And Upton is called out on strikes. Well, he thought that pitch was a little wide.
I gotta say, I did too from the first shot. Let's take a look. Yeah, that's, well, Foxtrack says it bites the corner. Let's see the overhead here. Yeah, sure does.
That was a strike.
Too close to take.
Hank Blaylock bounces one, first base side. That's picked up by Ryle. Blaylock is out number 2.
The shortstop, number 15, Lee Reyes.
Well, that was a quick turnaround, wasn't it? Almost a ball 4, and then within 2 pitches, you got 2 outs and nobody on. And Boyer doesn't have great command. I mean, that's one time you'd like to make sure you really get a good pitch to hit if you're Hank Blaylock.
Reed Brignac. Fouls it back. Fastball. Strike 1. Boyer, to your point, Boyer had struck out 8 and walked 16 in 21 innings coming into this appearance. And that's a fly ball lifted toward right center, and Upton is there to make the catch. A 1-2-3 inning. We're headed into the 8th with the score still 2-1 Arizona. inning here. Rays are down by a run. For all the latest updates on the Rays, log on to TampaBay.com. From the diamond of the clubhouse and everywhere in between, we'll bring you in-depth news, stories, and scores 24 hours a day only at TampaBay.com. Well, the Rays are down by the single run as we go to the 8th. Tony Abreu leads off against Wade Davis. And Wade throws a fastball by him to start the inning, strike one. 100 pitches through 7 for Wade Davis. The pitch is fouled back into the screen, 0-2.
His last inning, I thought, Wayne, he really had a good inning. I think what Joe Madden wants now, as you look at the pitch count, 102, is one hitter and bringing in Randy Choate for the lefties to follow.
Choate and Benoit busy in the bullpen. Up and away, a ball, 2 strikes. Chopper toward the middle. Brignac with a pickup in the throw to first, and a nice play by the young shortstop. Takes care of a break. Wade Davis apart here. He's pitched 7 1/3 innings, and this has been a good outing for him, Kevin.
Yeah, he had really pretty good command overall. I mean, he pounded the strike zone, 103 pitches, 72 for strikes, so just about 70%. That is outstanding, and much improvement today for Wade Davis, and he should be pleased.
So he will depart here. Call to the bullpen brought to you by Metro PCS. Back in a moment. Sir Mike Griffin usually barbecuing at this point, but instead he's watching the game with his young son Maddock there, taking in all the action. Randy Choate is the new pitcher for the Rays to face the left-handed bat of Kelly Johnson. 1 ball, no strikes.
Yeah, and Joe Madden just trying to keep these lefties at check right here. 36 games that he's been in overall. He's done a really good job against these lefties.
1-1 the count now.
Joe Madden trying to keep this at a 1-run game. Of course, Benoit is up because you got more lefties after Upton, and he's got that changeup that can neutralize the lefties also, but he's also got a 95 fastball for the righties.
To the side to Johnson, 2-1. Davis 7 1/3. 4 hits, 2 runs. He struck out 5, walked 3, made 104 pitches. Over 70% of his pitches were for strikes today. 73. What do we have him at? 104?
104 overall, that last pitch, yeah.
So 73 of 104 pitches, 71.6% strikes, and that's above the major league average.
Yeah, that's outstanding. I mean, you're looking for usually about 63, 64%. 62, somewhere in there is about average. That's pounding the zone today. You can see the results.
Strike three call. Johnson caught looking. So Choate strikes out the left-handed hitter.
That sweeping slider bites the outside corner. That's an excellent pitch. No chance for Johnson. Just takes a look at it and sits down.
Stephen Drew. Bounces one to second, and Rodriguez makes this play. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 2-1, Arizona. The fight to end hunger through home runs for food. Each Rays home run this season, the Mosaic Company will donate $500 to local food banks through Feeding America Tampa Bay, Florida's leading hunger relief agency. To date, home runs for food has donated $34,000. Feeding America Tampa Bay. Juan Gutierrez is the new pitcher, the third. And that's emblematic of how difficult it has been for the Diamondbacks, and their bullpen. His earned run average is 8.03. So they go from Boyer, who had walked twice as many as he had struck out this year, now to Gutierrez, who has struggled as we look at those numbers.
Yeah, 305 batting average against. Juan does have a good arm also. Strikes out a man an inning, but his command is not that good either. A lot of hittable pitches.
Got a J-Cell. Takes the first pitch for a strike. J-Cell walked in the 6th. Pops it up. It's a foul ball straight back. Montero does not have a play. Got about 2 rows back.
Yeah, we're seeing some real uppercuts here in the last couple of innings. I mean, guys, Matt Joyce had a pitch to hit. He popped up. Brignac popped up. There's a big uppercut. Look at that. I mean, he's just trying to tie it up. That's what he's trying to do. I guess you could understand that the way it's been going. As long as you got the pitch to do it. But now you got to go back to your line drive stroke. 2 strikes.
Very wide. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
But that is what's called doing too much. I think Matt Joyce was trying to lose one there too when he had a chance.
Jaso started to go and check. 2-2.
Bill McClellan down there at third base today. Yep, he did indeed hold up.
He is not related to Jeff Neiman, although you can make that argument.
That's a good call right there.
Thought it was Jeff umpiring at third for a moment. Pitch is wide. Count is full. 3-2.
Now watch Gutierrez, how he finishes. I mean, he's looking at his first baseman. That's why the ball's all over the place. Boy, repeatable delivery is so important for command.
And there is ball 4. So Jaso, who got down, draws the walk. He's aboard to lead off the 8th. Well, Carl Crawford's going to come on to run for Jaso. I want to remind you the Checkers Bullpen Cafe is sold out for the 2010 season. You can still call 888-FAN-RAISE or email group sales at raisebaseball.com. Make your reservations for the 2010 party areas and luxury suites before it's too late. Well, speed at first now as Carl Crawford comes on to run. Sean Rodriguez in the batter's box. Gonna move. Crawford's back in. Crawford not in the lineup because of shoulder issues, and he had said earlier he hopes he'll be able to play Tuesday in Boston for the opener of the series and the road trip.
Now that would be good news. Get him up and healthy against the Boston Red Sox. But first things first here.
And a bunt attempt, and that's a foul ball.
Now that was Sean bunting on his own there. He's bunting for his base hit. Not a sacrifice. And with Carl Crawford at first base, you don't really need to give up an out here. See, that's Sean just trying to drop one down. If he gets a hit, fine. If not, at worst, Carl's at second base. Now you're in the pitch out count, though. Let's see some pitches up and away in this situation with Carl at first.
Gonna move to first. Carl back in. And he takes that pitch. 1-1. He was showing bunt.
Now that looked more like a sacrifice there. As he squared a little early.
And he tries to bunt, pops it up foul out of the reach of Montero. So it's a 1-2 count.
Yeah, I think Joe Madden's thinking is he didn't want to see a double play ball in this situation. He at least wants Longoria up in this inning with a runner in scoring position. So now with 2 strikes.
And you have that luxury being at home.
Yeah, exactly right, because you know you're going to hit, at worst, you're going to hit in the 9th inning.
A ball, 2 strikes. And a line drive right to Abreu, and they're going to get that double play. Crawford double off first. Abreu to Ryle on a hot shot line drive, but right at the third baseman.
Well, that's a sure double and a run right there, and that's just the way it's been going. That is a bullet. And really, only because Abreu was up did he make that play. If he's back, that ball's down the line because it's hooking. Right-handed hitter, the ball's hooking right there. So if he's back in normal double play depth, that's a double.
Well, Longoria takes a slider for a strike. And down the left field side, foul, out of play.
You see Abreu up right there, and the ball's hit just right at him. Carl was caught off.
look out. Gloria takes a seat. Pitch right over his head. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And a high foul the other way. Out of play. Gutierrez acquired a couple years ago from the Houston Ball Club. He was part of the deal that sent Jose Valverde to Houston.
Right. Yep.
They got the Chad Qualls, who we saw pitch yesterday in that deal, along with Gutierrez. And there is a slider for strike 3 call, and that will retire the side. We're through 8, 2-1 Arizona. If you need a car, truck, or van, who are you going to call? AutoWay. Call 1-800-SHOP-AutoWay. By Checkers, a little place, big taste. And by Tobacco-Free Florida. Escape the addiction of tobacco. Be free. Visit FloridaQuitline.com. We go to the 9th inning with the Rays trailing in this game 2-1. They've been out hit 4-2, and Joaquin Benoit is the 3rd pitcher of the day for the Rays. He follows Wade Davis 7 1/3, Choate 2/3, and now Benoit.
Well, Benoit's been outstanding. Earned run average .90, 28 strikeouts, only 4 walks. Got the great equalizer to go with that 95 fastball, meaning that great changeup. Kelly Shopik behind the plate. Jaso.
Justin Upton leads it off in the first pitch. Benoit misses outside. Benoit pitched 2 innings Wednesday in the San Diego series. Gave up a home run to Chase Headley. And that's a strike on a slider. 1-1. Well, Davis 7 1/3, the deepest he's pitched into a game this year. So that was the good news. Rays have had some tough luck. This pitch is high, 2-1, including that hard hit line drive by Sean Rodriguez in the bottom of the 8th inning that Arizona turned into a double play.
Yeah, there's been 2 RBI hits taken away. Ben Zober said the other one. That rocket he hit right back at Rodrigo Lopez cost him a run.
There's a strike. Change up. 2-2.
Good pitch right here by Benoit, biting the outside corner.
going to double today. And he is out on strikes. That changeup again. Strikeout number 7 for Rays pitching. Sign up at Kane's Furniture for a chance to meet one of your favorite Rays players. And if Rays pitchers strike out 10 hitters in a game at home, log on to canestrikeout.com. Get a coupon for a free Papa John's pizza. Get the Canes today. Miguel Montero at the plate. Be careful with this guy. Pitch is up. He had a base hit. Hard hit ball turned out to technically be an infield hit. He hit the ball very hard back in the 4th inning. One and one. Rays in the bottom of the ninth due to have Carlos Pena, Ben Zobrist, and Matt Joyce. The 1-1. Fouled away. 1 and 2. Both Arizona runs came in the 5th on the home run by Gerardo Parra. On a wave and just a little piece of it to stay alive as that ball trickles in behind Shopping.
That's nasty. Changeup 84.
Benoit calls that a fosh here.
Yeah.
They added in Texas, but they said it wasn't known as a fosh then. It was a changeup.
Al Nipper used to throw the fosh. My former pitching coach in Boston used to teach that.
And another little piece of it as he stays alive, fouling it away. Same pitch.
Wait, when you think about it, you mentioned Parra's 2-run homer. There's been 2 swings, 2 home runs, and the D-backs have 3 runs, and they're on the verge of trying to win 2 games with that.
That's right.
Amazing. Tough way to live, but it's worked for him so far in this series.
And strike 3 is called on the inside corner. Fastball. Well, 2 or 3 of those changeups starts to have you look out there a little bit. He zipped the fastball in.
Your head starts to get foshy. You start thinking off speed like that's exactly what Montero was thinking too, because that had plenty of the plate. In fact, you saw him kind of open up, and he got caught in between there.
2 gone. Now it's Chris Young. 1 ball, no strikes. A slider to start him. And a little bit wide. 2 balls, no strikes. Heilman has been loosening in the bullpen for Arizona. Two balls and a strike.
It's a good call right there, because Young loves that 2-0, 3-1 cookie fastball count where he gets a free swing, and he got a slider 2-0. That's a good call by Shopping, good execution by Joaquin.
So the base is empty. A 2-1 count on Young. a fastball. 2-2. Benoit delivers. Low. Young would not offer, and the count is full.
Change up. Three and two. See if he doubles up on it here. Yep.
The high foul on a play. It would come with a change. Rays trail 2-0. They now trail 2-1. We're in the top of the ninth. He got him a good hard slider, and he strikes out the side in the ninth. It will be Pena, Zobrist, and Joyce. Rays need a run. Away poll question. How important is the Rays' upcoming road trip to Boston and Minnesota? Very important. Just another trip. Not even the All-Star break yet. Text your vote to 789-789. Standard message and data rates apply. The Auto-Way poll question. New pitcher for Arizona is Aaron Heilman. He follows Lopez, Boyer, and Gutierrez, makes his 33rd appearance.
Just now taking over the closer's role as A.J. Hinch has been searching for somebody to get the job done there at the end. Chad Qualls, we talked about yesterday, had a tough time. So Heilman gets the job.
And it will be Carlos Pena, the first man to face him. The Rays have very little exposure to Aaron Heilman. In fact, Ibar is 1 for 1 and Chapa 0 for 2, and that's about it. So here's Pena, who doubled in the run for the Rays in the 6th inning. Shift is Joyce on defensively. And the pitch is skied back toward the left field corner. Haro going back to the track, and he makes the catch. One pitch and one out as Pena hit it to the track.
Well, that wasn't a bad way to go. We've seen Carlos hit some balls in left field out of the ballpark, but just gets underneath it. Yeah, you can see right there, ball right down the middle. Heilman wasn't sure. You could saw his reaction, but Carlos just got underneath it too much.
One away, and here's Ben Zobrist. Zobrist breaks his bat and lines it foul up the right side. A fastball and a broken bat line drive.
Well, Heilman just trying to get ahead. Fastball again, right down the middle. That thing just imploded, that bat. Good pitch to swing at, though. Good swing by Ben.
And he throws a strike. 0-2. Heilman originally got to the big leagues with the Mets. He's been with the Cubs and now the Diamondbacks. And Zobrist checked. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
What Tim McClellan saw right there, then was able to hold up. It's tough once you start. A lot of those are flip a coin on.
Ben pops it up. That's a foul ball back. Now play. The Rays have left 5 men in this game. They still have just 2 hits. That's all that Lopez gave up in the 6 innings he pitched. And hits a fly ball in the center field. That's Young making the catch. That was an off-speed pitch there. Had part of his power spin a bit as he lifted it into center.
Yeah, change up by Heilman. Not an overpowering guy. He'll top out about what you've seen, 91. So a fastball, slider, change up. And that's what that last pitch was to Ben Zobrist.
And now Matt Joyce. Takes a fastball or a strike. Well, he started each hitter with a fastball. Just here it is.
Yep. Trying to get ahead.
Pitch is down. Well, the Rays in the first 2 games, of course, they were no hit in the first game, but the first 2 games they were a combined 5 of 54. Pitch is down, 2-1.
Matt able to spit on a couple of changeups right there. Trying to get a pitch in his zone to hit out of the ballpark.
That's a strike. Came back and picked up a strike with a fastball. Now it's 2-2.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch right there. Matt wasn't too happy with that call. That ball's, down and away. Look at that. Tailed off the outside corner. Got the call.
And that's pretty close right there, but down, and the count is full.
Yeah. All 5 pitches in the same location. Just trying to stay away from anything down and in that Matt could get up in the air to right field. So they're just going to, I got to believe they'll continue to stay away.
And there is ball 4. So the Rays hope stay alive. Matt Joyce draws the walk. That will bring Upton to the plate.
Take a look at this last one. Another close one right here. Little sinker right there. Down. Changeup, actually. Andy Fletcher had a notion to call it, but he made the right call. That was down.
7 walks issued today by Arizona pitching. And here's B.J. Upton. B.J. 0 for 2 with a walk. And he takes a pitch down and away.
Well, you know what B.J.'s thinking here early in this at-bat. Could make up for the whole weekend in one big blast here.
Yeah, right now, the Rays are 7 out of 80 in this series.
Unbelievable. It really is.
And the move to first. Joyce is back in.
I don't see Joyce going anywhere early in this sequence.
And a high fly ball back into deep center field. Young's going to go back to the wall. He makes the catch in the deepest part of the park. And this game is over. Upton gave it a ride deep into center field, and Young caught it. It's a 2-1 final. The Rays leave a man on in the 9th inning, and they lose 2 out of 3 to the Arizona Diamondbacks. The Rays hit 0-86 for this series, lose today 2-1. Lopez the winner, and Davis the losing pitcher. Heilman will pick up his second save, and Young should get a part of that save for this outstanding catch.
Yeah, deepest part of the ballpark. I mean, I thought BJ had it. I think he thought he had it. And look at that. He missed by about 2 feet. Deepest part of the ballpark. Little triangle out there in deep left center field. And that has just been the way it's been going. I mean, you can't center a ball much better than that. And that's exactly what he wanted to do. He wanted to try to hit one out to win it. And it's the game of inches, and the Rays have been coming up a few inches short.
So the Rays finish interleague play 7-11. They'll pick up play in Boston against the Red Sox Tuesday night. We'll have it beginning at 7 o'clock in high definition on Sun Sports. Now for Kevin Kennedy, Todd Callis, and Brian Anderson, Dwayne Stats. Hope you've enjoyed the telecast and not the outcome. Rays Live, the postgame coming up next. We'll see you there.